Hey, it's Kelly with citruscycles.ca. I'm here at Eurobike in Frankfurt checking out R&M's cargo e-bikes. We're looking at the Transporter 65 over here, and we've got the Transporter 85 over there. I'll show those both to you in a few moments. For all of the details on these bikes, including the in-depth specs, an upcoming video with a ride test, all the pricing, you can find that all on our website at citruscycles.ca. There you'll find our contact info, so if you're in Canada and you want us to ship one to you anywhere in Canada, almost fully assembled, we can do that. Just set up an appointment so you can come try it out yourself in our store in Shemana, so you can do that as well. If you're not from Canada, so R&M has lots of cargo e-bike options, and we've got video reviews, most of them on our website. We've got the MultiTinker, which is a long tail over there. We've got the MultiCharger right over here, also a video review of that on our website. So they're the two long tails. They have, of course, the front-loading load right in front of us there, and the Packster 70 as well. So it's interesting to add a third front-loading cargo e-bike to their lineup. This is the Transporter 65. And you may be wondering, why did they add another front-loading cargo bike? Well, it's really interesting. This is actually originally based on the Packster frame, and I do have a video of the Packster. I used to have one myself, so this is bringing back some very happy memories for me. It's interesting that they brought this out now as the Transporter 65, and this is really positioned in their lineup of front loaders to be very, very affordable. So when we compare it to the other products, we still have, the really high quality, the great features that we expect from R&M, but at a little bit of a lower price point. And one of the ways they've done that, interestingly, is they're using the new smart system from Bosch. So we've got the option of the 500 or 700 watt-hour battery, but they're also using the performance line motor with the new smart system rather than the cargo motor. So that means we have 75 newton meters of torque instead of 85. Now, that is lower than 85, but when I had the Packster 80, which is what this bike is based on, back then we had the Bosch CX line and the maximum torque was 75 newton meters. So 75 is actually pretty powerful for a cargo bike. If you need more power, then you definitely want to check out the Load or the Packster. Those are going to use the cargo motors from Bosch, which is going to give you more torque. Torque, of course, is what gets us up the hills. It's also going to give you a little more assistance as well. One of the things we find very interesting about the Transporter, and we love this fact, that they're going to come with the Gates carbon fiber belt and the NVLO continuously variable transmission. That means you can shift while you're stopped, while you're pedaling. It's infinitely variable between the highest to the lowest gear ratio. You've got the controller up there on the handlebars, and you just twist that in order to choose the gear ratio. So no maintenance, no adjustments. That belt is going to last significantly longer than the chain. You're going to have to worry about it falling off, not shifting when it's not supposed to, shifting when it's not supposed to. It's a really great system to have as a drivetrain. So by taking advantage of the Bosch Smart system, we have the remote up there, and they're going to use, you've got a few different display options with that. You can go with the Intubi 100 or the Kiox 300, neither of which are on the bike right now, because you can in fact ride the bike without a display using the remote. The remote's actually going to show you the battery level, your assistance level, and it's going to connect your phone through Bluetooth if you wish, so you can use your phone for navigation and look at all the functions on the bike, your trip distance, and all of your stats like that. So that's a really nice feature to have. Now, because we have this new smart system from Bosch, we don't at this point have the possibility of dual battery, nor do we have the possibility of electronic shifting. So that's why we're just sticking with that Vario transmission. We don't have the roll-off. If you're looking for an incredibly wide gear ratio and electronic shifting, that's where you're going to want to take a look at the Load, for example. Now, one of the really cool things about the smart system is there is new automatic mode. So that means basically you don't have to adjust the levels of assistance. It's going to use intelligence just to figure out exactly what you're doing, what you need to do, and adjust the levels for you. Speaking of adjustments, we do have a height adjustable stem here, so it makes it really easy for multiple riders to ride this bike. As you can see the angle on the seat post here, as we get that higher, it's going to move it further back, and so you can really dial in the comfort for multiple riders. Another really cool thing about the Transporter 65 is this door on the side here that's going to make it easy for kids to get in. And R&M has finally identified that dogs are a big user of cargo bikes. Believe it or not, we sell a lot of cargo bikes to people that want to bring their dogs along, or maybe a dog and a kid. So with that side door, dogs can jump in, kids can jump in. They even make a dog package that has a nice pad in the bottom and a tether so the dog can't jump out. Speaking of accessories and packages, we also have tarps available, rain covers, lots of different options. And they're really taking all of the things that they're putting on their other cargo bikes and using it in a transporter here as well. So we've got the seat belts, we've got the very comfortable stain-resistant seating here, and now we've got the option of 2 different heights for the seat belt, so that's really handy. If you've got older kids, they're not going to feel squished, and for younger kids, they're going to be really safe there. We've got this really cool locking glove compartment in the bottom. So lots of the things that you expect from R&M on the bike. Of course, all the safety features you're looking for. Very reliable brakes with the through axle, suspension fork, lights, reflective sidewalls, and the puncture-resistant tires. All the things that, of course, we expect from R&M. So we've got the rain cover on the load right now, but it's very similar for the Packster. We have kind of that overhang that's going to hang over the handlebars to keep your hands dry when you're riding, which is pretty cool. You can actually bring that down as a cover to protect the handlebars when you're parking it. You've got sun and rain protection on it, lots of great options on the cover, and of course this is the load, but it applies to the Packster as well. So the Transporter 85 obviously is longer instead of the 65, but it's also designed more for cargo. At this time, they're not offering child seats or anything like that. Instead, they've got this massive cargo box, and it is massive. It's locking, which is pretty cool. We've got gas struts here to hold it up, and you can see it's actually incredibly massive. We can put lots and lots of stuff in there. Of course, it locks, and we have all the same features that we have on the other bikes with the adjustable handlebars. Here you can see what the Intuvia 100 display looks like. And I'm pretty excited about this. If you've got a lot of stuff to haul, it's going to make it really easy. Of course, if you've got a lot of stuff to haul up really, really steep hills, keep in mind we do only have the 75 newton meters of torque on the performance line. If you need tons of torque, maybe consider the load or the Packster 70. It's going to give you a little bit more torque. So very excited about these new products coming in at a really affordable price point. Whether you need it for kids or hauling gear, R&M has you covered. You can find all of the details, and hopefully I'll do a video review once it's available at the store. You can find all that on our website at citruscycles.ca.